In this video, I'll be running through how to set up display retargeting ads for e-commerce. Diving straight into a demo account here, firstly, you want to come up to the top left corner and click Create Campaign, which will redirect you to this landing page here, where you then want to go ahead and click on Sales. Hit Continue, given that you've set up your conversion goals accordingly and you've got the relevant conversion goals within here. Hit Display, put your website in, title it with the relevant nomenclature that aligns with your current account structure. For here, I'm just going to go BSD display retargeting e-com example and hit continue. From here, you want to refine your locations, your languages. Always make sure that you have a presence on here rather than presence or interest. Set your daily budget accordingly. Now, daily budget really isn't a huge deal here because you're going to be restricted by the size of your retargeting audience. I would just set this at a reasonable level that if you were to accidentally spend it, you wouldn't be annoyed. You'd be completely fine with it. But I wouldn't set it too low to where you'd ideally like it to be. And the reason being is that if you'd like to spend $3 a day, you might be restricting yourself, as you'll get 3 clicks and then you'll stop serving for the rest of the day. So you want to set this at something reasonable. In terms of bidding strategy, I would be using conversion value. No need for a target return on ad spend at the start. We really just want to be retargeting everyone that visits site. They're super high intent with the highest frequency possible. Moving from here, we want to make sure that optimized targeting is set to not be running. Now, by default, Google automatically enables this at the moment. So once we've created this campaign, we'll loop back and I'll show you how to turn this off. It's really important that you turn it off, or else this just turns into a cold targeting display campaign. And cold targeting display campaigns are the worst performing campaigns across any digital marketing platform that I've seen. You do not want to run one, especially if you're an e-com brand, especially if you're a 7-figure e-com brand. And so you really want to be making sure that this is turned off after the after the creation of the campaign. In terms of audience segments, this is where you can come in, you can go browse, you can come into people who've interacted with your business, you can then come into website visitors and start selecting the relevant website visitor audiences. If you have GA4 set up and linked to your Google ad account, you can import the GA4 audiences accordingly, or you can create them based on the pixels that you have set up on the website. For the sake of this, I'm just going to click all users in GA4, click on optimized targeting and turn this off. So it's actually given me the opportunity here to turn optimized targeting off, which is fantastic. If you don't have this option, once again, we'll loop back at the end of the video and I'll show you how to turn it off. From here, it's pretty straightforward. It's just like a search ad where you put your URL in, put your relevant images, put your relevant logos, video, headline, long headline, descriptions, and you'll then be given previews on the right-hand side of the screen. From here, we can move into publishing the campaign. Now, you might get an error saying that your targeting signals are too narrow, and that's simply because you don't have at least 1,000 users within the audience that you're trying to restrict to. You can still launch the campaign. You can just open up the targeting and then restrict it back the second you've launched it, and then just wait until your audience size is big enough for you to be able to target them. Now, once the campaign's launched, how do you go in and make sure that optimized targeting is switched off? Because once again, that's the most important setting to be turning off here. It's hidden away and they hide it purposely within Google Display. It's really, really hard to find. And so how you find it is you go into the campaign, you then have to go into the ad group. And from the ad group, you click into settings. And from there, you have to click edit ad group targeting. So it's nestled under 3 different clicks here, to where once you click edit ad group targeting, it will redirect you into the following page where you then have the option to turn optimized targeting off. I would strongly recommend that if you're currently running a display retargeting campaign, that you come in and check this setting and make sure it's off, because there's a 99% chance that it's on, or it's been automatically enabled by one of your Google reps, or automatic recommendations have been applied into the campaign. Because what this allows Google to do is go and turn your retargeting campaign into just a cold targeting campaign, meaning they can spend your whole budget on cold targeting audiences that are really, really unlikely to actually go and convert.